Doesn't like it out in the open. Servals inherently hate the open spaces because they themselves can be preyed upon by big eagles. Other bigger predators will catch them. Certainly big snakes. You've got to have your manners. You've got to keep your feet to yourself. I don't like scratches on my hand. So as soon as she looked away, that was an opportunity for me to pay her. But so we're asking her just quickly about this the way I'm going about things. We have 3 servals. We've had them since they were little babies. We got them at about a month of age, 3 months of age, should I say. From about 2 weeks, they got their first human contact. And when it was feeding time, when we said to them, come, as you would say to your family, come to the dinner table perhaps, but we call the station log a dinner table. I said to her, station. She just hears the word station, Werribee station. And by coming to that, as soon as the feet hit that, she knows she's going to get paid because that's happened every day of her life. And that's the foundation for it, like a falcon to a glove. So we've asked her to do that from one point to the next. We can hopefully illustrate a little bit. I'll get a stick for you in a minute. Some of your big lenses, I'll try and get her looking directly at you. But you can just see how beautiful she is with those big ears. Now, while I've got her there, the black and white behind the ears have a lot of significance. I see someone's wearing some ears. I shouldn't point you out, sorry. Most of the animals don't see the bright colours that we can see. So they need to rely on black and white, which effectively, if you think of a black and white photo, they see more we see red, green, blue, those 3 spectrums, they only see 2 of those. But long and the short of it is that the black and white stand out for them, so they use those markings to communicate. And in this case, babies can see mum in the long grass quite easily, looking at the black and white ocelli as they're known. Animals will have black or white on the tips of their tails too. Very good, I must admit. Good girl. Okay. They sometimes go fishing. Hopefully she'll go fishing for us today, our young Werribee. They fish about 14 to 15% of the time. Not a true fishing cat, but they're always found in association with water. They have to drink on a daily basis, unlike some more desert animals that can actually go simply obtain moisture from their food. These guys have to drink, and they can. So most animals can do it, they have to. You're very good, eh? Good girl. Good girl, Werribee station. So big jumps of up to 4 lateral metres are very simple for this animal. And 3 vertical metres, so straight into the air in order to catch birds. They'll stalk in the long grass. See if she comes up through this hollow here. Get your cameras focused on there. We might get a nice little picture for you. She told me the log's shrinking. I don't know why. No, of course not. So they'll go to great lengths to find prey. Very successful. David may have mentioned it. They've got about a 75% success rate. 70% success rate, something like that. Lions have about a 10% success rate. The reason for that as well is that they have to catch a lot more prey to make up the amount of food, I guess. If a lion can get away with a big zebra or something like that, they can feed off that for several days. These guys have to get the equivalent of about half a kilogram of rodents for a day's meal. So they may hunt rodents, lizards, snakes, anything like that. They can get bitten by snakes too, but they certainly will be a little bit variable. Even sometimes birds' chicks, not really egg eaters, but again, soft enough eggs, they'd certainly get into those if they could. Station. So this rubbing is a little bit like you might have someone sucking up to the boss. So have a bit more pay. Of course you like more pay, good to go. It's a social thing though, with cats, they rub and they actually got glands in their mouths, and they actually communicate and actually, good girl. They greet each other that way and pass on. Okay, Marie, come. Come back the other way. She loves going that way because the possums always leave a few smells from the tree, up and down that tree, and they quite enjoy that station. Good girl. Good girl. Up you come. Good girl. I'll give her, and I'm going to keep her there just so you can get some photos. And keep those feet to yourself. Do you want to show them your claws? All right, show them your claws. They have retractable claws. All cats do, except for one species. Does anyone know which cat doesn't retract its claws? Anybody? See how the claws are all nice and sharp, and when I pop them out, there's these big sharp claws in there. The cheetah's the only one that doesn't. Dogs keep their claws out all the time, but cheetahs, they are cheetahs. But no, they use them for traction as well, but a little bit different in that regard. But these claws are kept nice and sharp. Good girl, good girl. There you go. Put some more. Really. Up here again. All right. Just for you guys with cameras on. We'll hold her and meet up in your direction, just to make her look out, and hopefully you can get some nice pictures. But they are magnificent animals. And again, they're just generally not, even in the wild, they're not an endangered species. In fact, the least concern is their status in the wild. They generally very good at hiding, and that's why they're not seen as often as perhaps some of the other types of animals.
Beautiful.
Walk across to the other side, and you can just keep her there and get some good shots. Snap away, use flash, it's all fine. We're about to finish up. We'll just try and show you a few more little jumps. Good girl. Good girl. Very quick, aren't you? Station. All right. So amazing little animal. Does anyone want to know a bit more about servals? We do have a special behind-the-scene encounter. David didn't say this was a safety barrier, did he, by any chance?
No, I did say
She's pretty bold. Sometimes we treat her and we throw it. Get ready, I'll drop a bit of meat on the ground. You've got about a 4 metre distance there. I'll try and get her come a bit closer to you guys. You can get a bit of a better look at her. Yes, sir.
I've noticed you're not patting her. Is there a reason that you're not giving her a scratch behind the ear or patting her on the head?
Yeah, they don't particularly like it. Cats, I mean, some cats enjoy a good scratch there or the base of the tail. Very limited with this animal. In fact, as pets, some people in some parts of the world keep servals as pets, and they don't make good family pets. Whether that's just a gene in them, I don't know. Whenever there's food around, they'll come and do a little bit of rubbing. I'm probably one of the few people that can pick them up because I've had them since they were tiny babies. And I've always just had that absolute there with them. So, but they don't particularly like it. But they'll rub the sides of their face and they'll head back really, really hard against our shins. We take them out for walks with a leash, and that's a great activity for them too. But so they still have those tendencies, but generally, occasionally they will a little bit, but not quite like a domestic cat. Now, talking about these as pets, some people in some parts of the world have actually crossed servals with domestic cats. And the crosses are known as savannah cats. They do make a better family pet. But servals on their own, that's pretty good.
When we cross them, I've actually got a thing.
Yes.
But before we were allowed to have it, it had to be so many generations away from the wild. Is that the same with the savannah cats?
Same with the savannah cats. They don't allow savannah cats in Australia. And basically to classify it as a new breed, because that's an Asian leopard cat with a domestic cat, I think. So F1, F2, F3, 3 generations, if you like, and of those animals breeding with each other, rather than combining them. That makes that's just one of the sort of breeding rules, I suppose. I don't know why it's like it, but certainly that's a savannah, a true savannah. Yes, it is same sort of deal. All right, we've got a quick wave if anyone's keen. We might get I'll try not to make her jump up. It's sort of counterintuitive with the training. Come on, get a wave to them. I'm being mean now, aren't I? All right, I'll give it to you. Okay, one more question before I take it back. We do have a special encounter behind the scenes. You can look at your brochures if you're interested, but only up to 6 people. But that's where you can actually touch them. So we do stroking, but as I say, they've paid for that, so they get something out of it. Now I'll hand back to David. Thank you very much for your time. I hope you enjoyed meeting Willie. Great day at the zoo. Thanks for coming.